Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Evolved Dad Shortcast. Today, I want to talk about when you get to those situations in life where things just seem to get to be unbearable. You're grinding, whether you have one job, two jobs, a job, a side hustle, may not have a job, whatever the situation that you're in, and life just seems to knock you down repeatedly. Things are hitting you left and right. And aside from all the different ways to get through that, I want to focus on what I believe is the core, that we don't believe in ourselves enough. Whether that means that we don't believe that we can accomplish whatever it is, or we don't believe that we could get through it, but we're not giving ourselves enough credit. And the reason as a father that this is so important is because how we carry ourselves and how we show up as ourselves, that's how we're perceived. Your wife sees you as the person that you're showing up as. Your kids see you as the dad, the father you're showing up as. So every little thing, all your self confidence has to be strong. And not to say that, you're not self confident now, you're a failure as a dad. No, you've already taken that step to become a better father. You're ahead of so many others that whether they're not thinking that they need to improve, they think that they don't need to improve, or they just have no clue what's going on. So, getting back to the fact that we don't believe enough in ourselves, we grind trying to provide as best as we can for our family. Yes, it does happen where we're grinding in the wrong direction, but we catch ourselves. And if you haven't up until this point, stop and catch yourself now. Turn things around. And it's okay. It's important that we learn from our failures and we acknowledge the fact that we failed. But we can't allow a failure to define us in a negative connotation. Because then on the flip side, every positive thing that you do should be defining you in a positive light. But does it? Is that something that you're letting happen in your life? I know that I'm guilty of too often saying, "Oh, I screwed up again." So more recently, I've been catching myself and saying, "This situation, you messed up, but look at everything else that you have done." And it's not a moment for me to sit back and just relish the success that I've had. It's a moment where I'm able to say, "This is just a failure now, but I'm getting back up and I'm going to continue on." And over time, that's built me up to believing in myself, to believing in my abilities, to believing in the abilities that I don't even know that I have, but knowing that there's so much more inside of me than what I know of. Because until we're put into situations where we're pressured, where we're put to the test, where we're pushed against that ceiling that we've been running up against for so long, we're not going to know what our true potential is. And it's going to take time till we get there. So, believing in yourself is something that a lot of people have told me in the past is focus on proving them wrong. And I want to shoot that down. I don't like that concept. Why? Because to me, my focus is growth. And the same way that it's not possible for a human being to fully focus on one thing, more than one thing at one time, is the same reason that proving somebody wrong goes behind me. Because I'm not trying to focus on proving wrong. If I want to prove somebody wrong, that's what my entire life is going to be about, and I'm going to be a miserable person. But by believing in myself now, I'm setting myself up for that forward trajectory. I don't want to lose that trajectory that I've set myself on. I am focused now on the growth aspect of me, my growth. If I focus on, I'm going to shut everybody else down and show them that I could make it, I'm not wholeheartedly focused on my success. So that's the reason that I don't like the focusing on the negative, and I want to shift to focusing on the positive, focusing on what can I do? Forget the haters. There's always going to be haters there. But once you start believing in yourself, you realize that you're worth so much more. And what they're saying, it may gnaw at you when they're closer, whether they're related, whether it's friends that are close, maybe even somebody at work that you're close with. It can hurt. It hurts when people don't believe in you. And I'm not minimizing that. I know what the pain is of having someone close to you that hurts you. And it's not to be looked down on and it's not to be made light of. But we have to make a choice. You have to make the choice to not focus on that, to not focus on letting those people pull you down. And yeah, it's going to make it harder for you to learn to believe in yourself. But it's your job to focus on the things that you have accomplished, the things that you have done in the past. And if you feel like you don't have enough things to stack to believe in yourself, start now. Start doing little things. And you'll slowly grow that over time. Start with a chart for a week, 2 weeks. Prove to yourself that you can do it. Yeah, times are going to get hard. You're going to trip up, but who cares? Because the big picture is you're someone that can get it done. You got this. You may just need to reinforce that belief in yourself, but you can do it. And even when life gets hard, you want to give up because you're grinding nonstop. You're at the point of tears. You feel that so many people have either turned their backs on you or just not friends of yours anymore because you're moving to a different level and you feel so lonely. You don't even know who to talk to. You got to keep moving forward. Keep going on. Dig into your why. Why are you doing this? You may be doing this for your wife, for your kids. You may be doing it because there's something inside of you that wants to become better. It wants to be that better father, wants to show up as that better man, as that better husband. And that's awesome. Hold on to that why. Let go of the hate and just focus on the positivity. Focus on whatever you can take to help push you forward. Yeah, eventually you're going to prove everybody wrong, but don't focus on it because that's not going to be your success. It can be your downfall, but that's not going to be your success. Don't let the negativity that other people are throwing at your life damage your belief in yourself. It's not okay to do that because you're worth so much more. You can provide so much more. You could show up so much better. And it's all inside of you. You just got to figure out how to bring it out. And I want to leave you with that thought to take with you. And as always, I appreciate you spending your time with me today. Commit to making those changes because you're the only one that can. This is Jonathan, the Evolved Dad, signing off.